Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
First of all, I would like to thank Kev sir for giving me this opportunity to stand before you all and speak about my topic. My name is Muskan. Before starting, I would like to ask few questions to you all. How many of you believe in justice, fairness, equality? How many of you? Everybody. How many of you believe in dowry? Is it good or bad? Everybody must think bad.
Of course.
How many of you think that it is fair to financially support your ex-wife or husband when they are perfectly capable of earning money on their own? How many of you think it is fair enough? When they are perfectly capable of earning their own money after the marriage, you will have doubt. That is the harsh reality of alimony in today's world. When alimony was first introduced, it was meant to support a partner, usually women, so that they can survive after marriage. Because people think that they might have sacrificed their career just to look after the family, just to look after the babies, and after marriage they don't have any source of income. So for that survival, the alimony was there. But fast forward to today, what do we see? The alimony is misused, manipulated, and weaponized. Earlier it was about justice, about fairness, but now it has become a punishment for someone who has to pay the alimony. The world has changed, but the laws haven't. Today we see men, women as CEOs, entrepreneurs, leaders, bureaucrats. We treat them equally. They have equal opportunities for everything. Then also, we find people, individuals who have a steady income, even earning more than their partners. They demand for alimony after marriage. Why they do so? Why they demand alimony? Because the law allows them to do.
Yes.
Why the law treats the other person financially weak after the marriage? If you say that men and women are equal, why the law treats them as weaker?
Yes.
Is marriage an investment that you want? Is marriage an investment that you want should give returns even after it is over? Is marriage a business deal with an exit plan? We see so many cases nowadays, fake cases, false cases, just because of the greed of alimony. They pressurize their partners. They harass them, they blackmail them, just for the greed of alimony. You can't imagine the pain of that person. He or she loses his peace of mind. It creates a lifelong burden on them that they have to financially support the person. You tell me, is it support? Is it justice? Or it is a punishment? Or it's kind of revenge that we take from them because they are earning more? What it is? You people say alimony, a person who is earning less needs alimony. Why? When you have equal opportunities. Why? It's time to ask yourself that is alimony really uplifting people, or it is now a means of exploitation? The idea was to make the person financially independent, not to make them dependent on the person that they don't want in their life anymore, that they're not a part of it. The idea, the main aim was to make them stand on their own feet, not to provide them chair to sit for lifelong. That was the idea behind alimony. You yourself, you end your love, you end your marriage yourself, but at least end with dignity. Don't end with the price tag. if you have that guts to end, don't end it with a price tag. It creates burden on the person. Why to drag the past that you had with them in the future also? Why to make them part of your life in the future also? You did divorce just because you want to be independent, you want to free yourself from them, then why alimony? It's the time that we need reforms. It's the time that we need to think on this. We need reforms. We need to make alimony gender neutral. We need to make alimony temporary, not for the lifelong. It should be time bound. At last, I would like to say that if you say men and women are equal, there should neither be dowry nor alimony. Thank you so much.
Very nice.